What's going on, man? It's your boy Nite Tyme. Today, man, I'm just today's just been a busy day. It's a Friday. I've just been running around, doing all kinds of things. I'm still not even done with a lot of stuff that I have to do, but nonetheless, life, man. Just running around, getting tires for my car, emissions tests, all that fun stuff. And I gotta get the hair looking, gotta get it lined up and get right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get fresh. Anyway, today, man, I'm talking again to my 30, 40 crew, even the 50 crew, and as you know, I talk about all kinds of random things, but fitness is one of my favorite things to talk about. In addition to that, I talk about all kinds of little issues that may pop up, whether they may be political, relationship, whatever. But who knows what the topic may be? It really depends on how things hit me. But anyway, enough rambling on. Today's topic, and again, this is for my 30 and 40 crew, and again, like I said, my 50 crew as well. It's about getting motivated for workouts, and also more specifically for the gym. And I know a lot of people who are intimidated by going to the gym, or they're just not comfortable with going into the gym because you've been out of the loop for a while. You feel inadequate about yourself. There may be a lot of anxieties that build up when you go into the gym. There's different people who are doing some things that you're like, man, I can't do that. So you're kind of looking at where you are, and you're looking at where that person is at, and you're kind of gauging yourself and measuring yourself up to that individual who is well past you. And those can, create anxieties. Sometimes a lot of people go into the gym and they don't know what to do. So right there is an anxiety. You're going in there, you may fumble around with the equipment. You're like, I don't know how to do this in terms of proper form, on how to do maybe a deadlift or a bench press or just anything. You could feel inadequate in some kind of way about getting into the gym, okay? So I'm just here to really to address kind of those anxieties and talk a little bit about how you can overcome those anxieties, okay? Now, as I always indicate, I'm not a physical therapist, I'm not a trainer, I'm not a physician, any of those things, okay? I'm just a bruh that wanted to get in shape, and I just did something about it. I got tired of kind of where I was from an aesthetic perspective, or my disposition and my stature, my physique. I didn't like where I was going as far as my health. I had put on a considerable amount of weight from my standards, and I had to do something about it. So I am on my journey as we speak, and I'm trying to inspire other people to be on their journey as well. Don't wait around. Don't say I'm gonna do it this summer. Okay, now I'm gonna do it the next summer. You keep pushing back. You did push back, 10 summers, and before you know it, man, you get yourself in a position to where you're like, you feel like, man, I can't do this ever, and it just becomes more and more difficult the longer and longer you push it back. But anyway, I regress a bit, but let's kind of talk about getting into the gym, because I understand how that feels. I too once had anxieties about going into a gym, and people bench pressing 300, and you see all of these people doing pull-ups and all kinds of things, and you're like, man, I'm a little intimidated by this shit. I'm intimidated. I'm not gonna lie. I am intimidated. This is gonna be difficult. I really don't want to make an ass out of myself. I don't want to look bad. you kind of put on the cool hat. And I know me, I really don't like looking bad. I really hate to look bad. I really like going into situations being prepared. That's just how I am. So I understand if you have this mentality of, hey man, I don't want to go in that gym. I just don't like gyms. So listen, first and foremost, here's a way you can get over gym anxiety. All right. First thing is you need to assess your goals. You need to figure out what is it that you're trying to accomplish first in terms of your physique, in terms of your health. What is it that you're trying to accomplish? Okay, what's your goal? That is the first thing that you need to establish. Your goal. Are you trying to lose 20 pounds? Are you trying to lose 50, 10, whatever it is? You need to establish that first. What's your goal? What are you trying to get to? What is your long-term goal? What is your short-term goal? Okay, establish those things right away. The second thing that I would do is find some individuals who are into fitness. Find some people who do work out. And when you find those individuals, find out what they do. What are they doing? Why are they going to the gym? Why do they feel comfortable with going to the gym? Talk to them. Have have questions ready. And to me, I found that when I started to kind of associate or talk to individuals who are into fitness, it made me more comfortable because they had already been through some of those things. And then you look at it, and then also too, when you're looking at these individuals, these are people that you're cool with. You guys are homies or whatever the situation may be. So you can kind of confide in them a bit about some of your insecurities about going into the gym, and they can kind of help you out because they've been through that process possibly, or they can kind of help guide you along the way. Now, you're probably saying, hey man, I don't got no damn friends that are into fitness. All my friends are couch potatoes. They work 14, 15-hour days. They got a ton of kids. Ain't nobody working out. Everybody's face is expanding. Stomachs is getting big. Nobody's working out, okay? So another thing that you can do, there's actually a couple of things you can do. Number one, man, get on the internet, man. Get on the internet and read a little bit. Read about tips, man, like tips to get over some of the anxiety. Another thing that you can do is YouTube. Man, there's tons of people all over YouTube who show you proper form, proper technique. They show you different types of things that you can utilize when you are going into the gym. So that way, when you get to that particular equipment, you know how to use it. You know what you're doing. Now, let me kind of get back to that reading point for one more second here, because a lot of people, when they go into the gym, and I was this person, so I'm speaking from personal experience. When I used to go into the gym, and you're talking about a guy, I used to play basketball, and I was always, relatively fit for a big portion of my life. And then when I got into my 30s, when I had my daughter, that's when I started seeing a lot of change in my body composition. I was getting bigger. I wasn't as active as I once was. And I looked up and I'm like, man, I was like 240 something, maybe 250 with my clothes on. I got up to, I remember going to the doctor, and this is just over time, right? Years accumulation of just poor eating and just coming home after work, just taking care of family stuff, and then after that, just eating in a surplus. And I got up to like 256. I remember going to the doctor, getting ready to get a physical, and I stepped on that scale. It said like 256. Now, mind you, I had my clothes on, so it probably put about five or so pounds on me, but nonetheless, I was probably about 250 pounds. Now, mind you, I came from high school being about I think I was like 193 out of high school, and I always stayed probably between 193, I think, to maybe maybe 210, 215 ish, in that range, and I went to 250. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So I had to make some adjustments because number one, I'm older and my life is a lot busier. I got things that I'm doing. I have a career. I have a family, wife, all that stuff, just like you guys do. And because I have those things that I have to attend to, I allowed that to be my reason for not taking care of myself. And I blew up just like many of you, okay? So what I encourage a lot of you guys to do is, number one, man, like I said, read and educate yourself. Make sure that when you go into the gym, have a game plan. Know exactly what you want to do when you go into the gym. And I was making a point that I started talking too damn much. I kind of started going all over the place. But basically what I'm trying to say is that I used to be that guy when I was trying to get back into fitness. I would go into the gym and I didn't have a game plan, okay? I didn't have a game plan. I was going in there, doing all kind of different things with different weights. Didn't know what the hell I was trying to achieve and didn't understand that you need to have a game plan. When you come here, you need to know exactly what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish, and you need to know what your goal is. What's the end goal here? And I didn't have that. So another reason why anxiety can build up is because you don't know what the hell you're doing when you get in the damn gym. You go in the gym, you don't know what to do because you don't know what to work on. You don't know, you're doing chest, you're doing some legs, you're doing some cardio, you all over the place. You just don't have nothing makes sense, okay? Nothing is lining up. So I encourage you guys to have a game plan before you go into the gym. Make sure you find someone, again, who can mentor you a little bit through the process. Like I said, you can go online. There's people that you can listen to. Again, like I said, I'm still trying to accomplish my goals, but I'm more than happy to help individuals who are on their journey, who are trying to get to a certain place. And I can teach you the things that I know. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. I'm still educating myself. I'm still growing, in this realm. And I really enjoy it. I really love it. And I'm learning a lot of things as I go along the way. Okay. So again, some kind of mentorship. Like I said, online, you have individuals who can, there's channels that I watch to this day that I really enjoy. My man Tao, Tao, he's a dude that does intermittent fasting, and he's a Nigerian brother. He lives in California. I watch his show, man. I love his show. He's actually a personal trainer, and he's very informative in terms of the information that he provides. And I take a lot of those tips and I try to apply it to what I'm doing. Another guy, Gabriel Say, I believe. I think he spells his last name Sey. He's a brother from the UK. I love his channel as well, man. He used to play American football, and he does a lot of, I don't know, I think he still does, but he does a lot of competitions, bodybuilding competitions. I'll listen to him a lot. He's very, very informational. And then my other dude that I like a lot is Chris Jones. A lot of you probably know Chris Jones. Chris Jones, I love him as well. What I like about Chris really gives you some great techniques. So if you're a person, you're looking for some techniques, you're looking for something that you can just take and add to your arsenal, or you're like, oh, okay, I need to do this. He is phenomenal, man. He gives probably some of the best tips, at least to me, online that I can take and I can apply it to my regimen. And again, guys, there's a lot of people out there. I'm just kind of giving you 3 people that I personally like. And hopefully I can one day grow and I can be as good as those three guys. And if I forgot to mention somebody else, I just can't think right now, but those are the three channels that I watch a lot as it pertains to this fitness thing. But anyway, I've been talking for a long time. I'm going to shut up, but guys, listen. Being in your 30s, 40s, and even in your 50s, like I said before, we're involved in our careers, we have families, we've done a lot of things, and we've turned around and we looked up and we put on weight. Time is zipped by, and maybe you were the ish back in high school or in your early 20s. You was the fly dude or the fly girl, and you had it going on and used to look good. And now your physical is kind of taking a detour a bit. And a lot of that has to do with just really weight and not being, really not just being cognizant and not taking time out to focus in on your health and your fitness. So like I said, I can relate, I understand, and I want to help as many people as I possibly can on their road to being more physically fit and healthy. So again, I hope I've given you guys some information that you can take when going into the gym, to overcome anxiety. Like I said, reading, YouTube prepping, and having a mentor, somebody, again, that you can consult with and maybe go to the gym with a few times, and you do it together, and that kind of creates a level of comfortability when you go into the gym. And that way, when you start building some of those good habits early on, when those individuals aren't around, you can go to the gym by yourself. I go to the gym by myself and with my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is the only dude that I work out with. There's a few other cats every blue moon that I may get with, but on a consistent basis, he's probably the most consistent person that I work out with. But even when he's not around, I go to the gym by myself because I've done my homework, I do my reading, and I truly enjoy the physical fitness game. So anyway, guys, comment below, please. Let me know what you think. And also please subscribe to my page. I want to grow this. I want to grow my YouTube page, and I'm going to get better. I'm going to continue to expand, and hopefully you guys will make me a household name one day. But anyway, make sure you get the Big Stacks Nite Tyme album. That's a hip hop album that my man Big Stacks and myself did. Click the link below. You can actually take a listen to it if you're into hip hop, and maybe you can take those tunes with you and play them in your headset when you're working out. But anyway, guys, like I tell everybody, don't allow ignorance to cost you money and health. Comment below, give me feedback, subscribe. Y'all take it easy. Peace.